everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Grace. Today I'm going to be doing another more in-depth walkthrough of a sketch I did in my fancy sketchbook that first developed in my idea book that you saw last video. This new fancy sketchbook is a Stillman and Byrne beta version book. It has really nice thick paper, good for like wet media. I tried to put a little washi tape on the bind, but it kind of got messed up, but we're just gonna roll with it, I guess. But yeah, let's get started. So today in my new book, I'm just transferring a sketch I did in my idea book with some colored pencil at first. Today's theme, I guess you could call it, is vulnerability and not letting toxic voices define who you are, and just, you know, staying true to who you are and validating who you are and like affirming that you are okay and that you're doing well. And this goes for anybody, not just talking about myself, but like you are enough and worth it. But yeah, so this has also been inspired from my therapy. I do go to therapy. I am neuroatypical. That is a topic I will probably hit a lot in my videos, just because it is a really big driving force in the art I make. Because my therapist thought it was a good idea, since I told her about how I'm making YouTube videos now, to, I don't know, like incorporate my therapy into these videos as expressive art therapy, or even just, you know, making more art, because that's a goal for me this year, to make more art that relates to therapy, whether it be like part of a debrief from our session or like just something that happened during the week that I want to draw or paint or whatever about in my sketchbook. So that's what I decided to do, and I really want like a series like this, like an art therapy series like this on my channel, just because I think it's important that people feel validated and can see and actually watch someone create something that they might relate to, because I know it's important for me to like have that validation and affirming, you know, the affirming actions of like knowing it's okay and that like you relate to other people, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I said today, this video's whenever you watch this video, it's gonna be vulnerability, and basically for the top left corner, it's looking inside someone's head at that toxic voice that's just, you know, always invalidating you. Mine specifically comes from my childhood, just, you know, what I've grown up all my life that has really hurt how I see myself. And so that's that one. And then if you didn't see my idea book, I'm gonna put in text also around these. So the head one is that voice does not define you. And then the top right corner, sorry it skipped, my iPhone decided to stop recording, but the top right corner is going to be you have worth, and it's basically just a femme holding themselves, looking up. It was a hard pose for me because I didn't really do any reference, but I think it actually turned out very well. I was very proud of myself. But yeah, there she is. And then the bottom, I really love this piece. I really want to make it a big piece. I have some like leftover wood panels that I could easily gesso and do like a huge piece. So I think I'm gonna do that actually. But it's just a femme, and she has her arms wide open, and then her chest is almost being like ripped open, like her vulnerability is like spilling out of her, and like all these like delicate vines and flowers are just spilling and like growing out from her, because that vulnerability can be a very beautiful thing, when you learn that it's okay to let yourself be open, and it's okay, you know, to be soft, which I've had to learn over the years, but you know, everyone's working on it. I'm still working on it. I did though need a reference picture for ribs, because I was very unsure. Like, I kind of know the general idea, but you know, sometimes you don't really know. And also this like peeling back of the skin. Sorry if this is kind of graphic for anyone. I'll put a content warning at the beginning. But yeah, the skin kind of like folding back was kind of tough at first, but I think I got it, and I add some highlights in so it looks a bit more like glistening. That's weird, but like, you know, kind of more realistic. And then her hair and her body hair, I'm really, you know, team body hair, body positivity, so I like including that in my artwork. So I give her a nice bush and a happy trail and armpit hair. And then you didn't see it because my iPhone decided to stop recording again, but I did her hair, and actually you can't really see it super well, but I did mix black and blue so that she has like some flecks and highlights of blue in there as well. I'm actually really happy with how her contour of her face turned out. I thought it was really pretty and, you know, very 3D looking, which is hard for me to accomplish sometimes because I do work so much with like 2D flat type stuff. So I really like both of the, like all three of these things, especially the figured paintings I did. Oh, by the way, I am using Reeves gouache. It's the first time I used gouache. I really liked it. I knew I was probably gonna like it because I really like watercolor, and I've always kind of like hoped watercolor was more pigmented, and I guess gouache was like the perfect answer for me because you can really like thin it out and still layer it, and it's just really awesome. Yeah, so it's just Reeves. I got it for free because I found it at my grandma's little nursing home. She was like hoarding it in her closet because she paints, but she's getting very old, so it's like hard for her. So I kind of just took it off her hands and got it for free, but yeah, I really like them. And then to paint, I got a new, well, I've never had one, but it's a watercolor brush, and you basically fill the bigger portion, like the capsule part, full of water, and you can squeeze it and water just goes through it, so it's really easy to like rinse out your brush or even just like wet the media if you need to a little more. And the brand is Sakura, I think that's how you say it. I got a gift card to a craft store, so I decided, or an art store, so I decided to buy one finally. That's where I got both of these sketchbooks. I'll try to like link a little Amazon thing below if I can find one. If not, I'll just say what they are in the description. I want to start doing that so y'all kind of know like what I'm using, and if you ever want to make your own art, what I recommend, I guess. I don't know if I have much credibility, but I really like all of this, especially if like you're just beginning to use gouache, I guess. It's really good. And oh, for my color choices, basically I really like challenging myself with skin tones. These skin tones were kind of tough just because I wasn't quite used to the medium, but I like starting with the primary colors and trying to build off of those colors only. I don't like mixing a lot of browns. Like I try to do it, but it just kind of messes up even more, so I prefer just the primary colors and some white. I don't use black that much unless I'm doing lettering or like a hair color or something like that, but for shading it's mainly like purple or blue, or, you know, a darker, not a darker color, but like something next on the color wheel. Like if it was an orange sphere, your highlight would be yellow and your shadow would be like red, or like a red orange. But yeah, so now I'm just putting in some of the lettering. I kind of want to practice more lettering, but we'll see where that goes. So yeah, I date it, and there it is. So this is the final sketch. I hope y'all like it. I did get a new camera, so hopefully there'll be some better quality footage. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe. I'll try to make more videos.